one of my favorite Disney rides is the board game, The Haunted Mansion, coming up.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella from Meeple University. Today we are going to talk about Disney The Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion is literally, if it's not my most favorite, it's one of my favorite ride in Disneyland, Disney parks.
Yep.
Because it's not like that scary, one of those scary roller coaster which I can't stand.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is like a little bit scary, but it's good.
Yeah, I know I've been on whatever the Hong Kong Disneyland equivalent is.
Right.
It's not the Haunted Mansion, but it's very similar. It's
Yeah.
like a Mystic Manor or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And from a board game perspective, this is the latest offering from Prospero Hall.
Yes, and that's the second one that I know. The first one was Disney Jungle, right?
Yeah. Yes, the second, that's... so there's been a couple that have been out recently based on Disney rides.
Yes, was it Jungle?
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise, sorry,
Jungle
yes.
Cruise had one
Yeah.
as well.
So we're going to talk about the overview of Disney The Haunted Mansion, and then we'll share you what we think of it.
So this is what the board looks like. It's got this big hole in the middle because it has a rotating portion that you sit into the middle. So the game involves rotation. Each of us has a
Piece.
has a
Yeah.
a bat.
Obviously, we'll
And
have
there's
three
also
players.
the hitchhiking ghosts who are a part of the ride. Each turn, the ghosts are going to move around based on a card here. So this one, for example, tells you to move them 3 steps this way, and they will start dropping off more ghosts around the room. And then ultimately, your aim is to collect good sets of ghosts. So on your turn, you'll have 3 actions, and you can use them to move, to pick up a ghost card into your collection, or to rotate the room. And you can rotate the, it's the endless hallway, I believe it's called. You can rotate it as far as you want. So essentially, on most turns, when it does come to your turn, you've got the choice of moving and picking up a card, or trying to pick up the cards in the place where you already are. And you'll
Yep.
get more cards that way, but less flexibility because you're relying on where someone else has rotated you. All of these ghost cards are part of different sets. These ones, for example, and mostly you'll get more points the more of them are in the set. Fundamentally, the game is all about getting good sets of ghosts. Like these dark green ones here, you'll score a number of points equal to the number of the ghosts you have squared. You've got some here, there's a pair here where you get no points if you have one of them, but you get 7 if you have 2 of them. There are some that are just worth 4 points each, and then there are some that aren't worth that much, but then there are other cards which combo with them at the end. So there's lots of different types of sets that you can be working towards. The game has a dueling mechanic, so if someone else has a card that you really want, you can go to them and duel them for it.
Try to steal.
Yep, try to steal it from them. And the game has a haunt mechanic. So some of the being too close to these ghosts, for example, you need to try to avoid them because you'll start drawing haunt cards. And haunt cards have these little numbers on them. Certain powerful ghosts will make you draw haunt cards. Certain weaker ghosts will let you get rid of them. Or you can even spend actions to get rid of them. And at the end of the game, whoever has the highest value on all of their haunt cards is going to lose their biggest set of ghosts.
Which is bad.
Which is bad.
It's like
Especially
the punishing mechanics.
Yeah, especially in a 2-player game.
Yeah.
That's a very big part of it. So, the game, it plays over between 9 and 12 rounds, and it's all about getting your good sets of ghosts, doing it in a way that doesn't give you too much haunt power, and hopefully you'll come out of that with the best sets.
That's right. So we play these in 2 players, obviously, because still locked down at the moment. my feeling is a bit like Sushi Go and Sushi Roll type of thing. So kind of like easy set collection. So we watched the movie as well, even recently. It doesn't really like the movie. It's more like the ride, not the movie, the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more like the ride because the game is good. It wasn't good.
Well, Tarrant doesn't really like the movie. I don't mind it, and it's Disney.
But anyway, this is about the game. So yes,
yes.
it's very much got that simple Sushi Go set collection.
Mm-hmm.
You've got certain types of cards that will combo better than others. You've got ones where you've got to, if you don't get 3 of them, you don't get any points for it. So it's very much, we've seen that sort of set collection.
It's more like Sushi Party, where it's a little bit more advanced Sushi Go, but it's kind of like that kind of feel with, rather than direct card draft, it's drafting on the board in a sort of different way with added mechanics. So it's a simple game. It's a nice family game, and the artwork is. I really like the artwork. I think a lot of them are unique, like in the set collection, like this one, for example. These two, I believe, in the sets, there's no cards are the same. In these green ones, for example.
I think it's true across all of them. I think they've got different
Except
images.
this one, there are some that you need to collect that are exactly the same. Like there are 4 of the same, but then there are others that are different, like that one as well. Yeah. I really like that. What do you think? Yeah,
I think much the same. I think this ends up being a simpler, less cutthroat version of Sushi Go because there's more different types of ghosts you can be chasing.
That's right, yes.
And because the game goes for 9 to 12 rounds, there's more likely that the cards you need are going to come out as you go along. So, I mean, I guess it makes it cutthroat by bringing the dueling mechanic in. But yeah, you can always go and spend your turn to get one card off the board that you really want. Or you can try to go to a place where there's 2 cards you might want, and you always want to try to get, I guess, 2 cards.
That's actually true, yeah. And sometimes it's a bit of a luck as well, where you're already in that location, and then depending on what happened at the start of the round, well, not actually, like the hitchhikers are moving around, but then depending on where it is, and then cards got drawn. Sometimes you're already there and you want to get the card, which is good. And this rotating mechanics is good because you can take you there at one turn, but then it might ruin your opponent as well.
Yeah. I think ultimately where you'd sit with this game, we've mentioned Sushi Go a lot. Sushi Go is still a filler that can be played by anyone. This game, because it's got all the pieces and cards everywhere and this big rotating piece, it's not really a filler. It's going to take you a while to set it up and play. So I would say this very much fits into the category of family game with that set collecting element, compared with Sushi Go, which is the filler that anyone can take out of their pocket. Heavy gamers can play that quite simply. This just takes that little bit longer because it's got the extra components. But I mean, it's based on a Disney ride, so that's right. That's the market. It's a family game. It's very easy to learn, and I'm sure if this had existed when I was growing up, I wouldn't have been taught the duel mechanic because it just would have caused fights. And if you've got siblings who are going to fight about that sort of thing, you can just pretend that rule doesn't exist and it doesn't break the game.
So there you go, tips for parents. So if you like Sushi Go type, light with great artwork in Disney ride, based on Disney ride, then this game might be for you. Otherwise, should you play? You decide for yourself. So you can help us if you find this useful. Help us by hitting that like button and subscribe to us if you haven't already done so. You can also follow me on Instagram. I usually post a lot of photos and such on Twitter and Facebook as well. So hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!